Jai Gurudev. Every once in a while, a great spiritual leader comes along with the goal to inspire, brighten, and add meaning to the lives of many by sharing the precious knowledge and wisdom they have attained. Shri Shri Ravi Shankar, founder of the Art of Living Foundation, is one such guru who selflessly dedicated his life to the spiritual growth of others. Today we take a look at his Art of Living Foundation and especially the impact it has made in South Africa.
Imagine a world of togetherness, a one-world family full of peace, love and joy. For that world, life becomes an art. This is the dream of spiritual leader Sri Sri Ravi Shankar, who founded the Art of Living Foundation to create such a world.
The Art of Living Foundation in South Africa is about 16 years old. It was started off very small, a few teachers that came down and they started it off, and then it grew. So now it's grown where we've got so many centers. We've got hubs in Joburg, Durban, Cape Town, and a Peace Center in Cape Town.
Since its establishment in 1981, the Art of Living Foundation has carried the message of its founder, inspiring millions globally, across continents and cultures, with centers springing up all over the world.
I was quite skeptical coming from a science background, and then I realized that everything is so scientifically based because the founder himself is a man of science. At the age of 18, he accomplished this honors degree with his Vedic studies. So he was a Pandit and an honors physics graduate at the age of 18, which is an accomplishment in itself.
Is the most compassionate and loving master that one could. I suppose it's the same with all masters.
He's free-spirited, he's fun, he makes you want to be fun and childish and not be constrained and stuff.
A lot of people ask, why do you need a guru? There's some people who say, he's just an ordinary man. Okay, he may be in a physical body, but for me, he's the divine incarnate. That is my personal belief.
I've realized that everyone needs something to focus on, a person, a sense of belonging, and that's what the guru gives you. You have somebody who makes you have all this joy and excitement when he's in your presence. Even when you watch him on TV, it's just something blossoms within you. You become so much happier.
I think it's just the love that he emanates, and I don't have any connection like that with anyone else. If you had to describe Guruji in one word, it would be love.
3 important principles, yeah? I do nothing, I want nothing, I am nothing. Just for that short time, the mind goes back to its source, and that is the source from which everything has come.
It's just that in his presence, you feel so good yourself. You feel the divine being that you are in his presence. It's just that approachability that makes him so lovable and so endearing. Something as abstract, as unknown as spirituality. Shouldn't you need somebody to show you that? That it's so, and that is what the master is. He's just your link or your window to infinity.
How are you all? Huh? Why not we take a moment to greet the person next to us? You need to be informal, heart-to-heart talk. That's what is wisdom, not head-to-head. Head-to-head there could be many arguments. But from heart to heart, there is only one language.
The organization has created programs with techniques relevant to the times, aiding personal and social transformation while spreading the knowledge and wisdom from ancient scriptures. These have helped millions of people from all walks of life to tap into and rediscover the reservoirs of energy and peace within their own being.
I grew up in a family, my dad was an alcoholic when I was little, very autocratic, and so we lived with so much of fear. So I grew up with so much of negative feelings, emotional baggage, low self-confidence, and this stuttering. When I did speak, I stuttered throughout my childhood years into high school. I couldn't even string a sentence together. And, I used to think to myself, is this what life is about? Surely there's some techniques to get rid of all these emotional baggage that I'm carrying with me.
The impetus was the stress in my life. In fact, everything bad happens for good. I was like quite stressed, and then I was being bothered about doing the course by this teacher for like 5 years. And then when the problem started, then I needed to relieve my stress. And that's how I ended up there.
I joined the Art of Living a year ago. I joined because of my sister, and it's helped me grow as a person. I was really shy, still am, but I feel like I'm a lot braver now. It's like my second home right now, and my family.
His mission is to make this a one world family. As he says, Vasudeva Kutumbakam.
When you have that one world family, it's like everyone is your brother or your sister or your friend. So you don't treat anybody as if they're just a stranger. They are part of you and you're a part of them, and your actions will affect them as well.
Guruji's mission is that he says, my mission here is to put a smile on every person's, individual's face. And that's what he's doing. Art of Living has touched the lives of over 300 million people worldwide thus far. And that's what Guruji has done. And that's his mission.
The Art of Living Foundation has flourished internationally since its inception and has spread to 152 countries with over 300 million followers worldwide. The concept of a one-world family is believed to be achievable through messages of human values and interfaith harmony.
If you have to speak to anybody, the buzzword is stress. Oh, I'm so stressed, I have this to do and I have that to do, and how do we do all this? And most of the time we are worrying, it's draining us of energy, worrying about what I have to do this and do that.
As we were growing up, we don't have a manual, and we don't even know how to get rid of all these emotional baggage that we carry. And yet, we have a tool within ourselves that can release all of this, but we're not even aware of what's out there.
Now with the techniques and the Sudarshan Kriya that we learned in the Art of Living, this has helped now to be more centered and to deal with everything that's happening, because you only can do so much, but you have to remain in that center to understand this is how much I can do.
The Art of Living Foundation has rekindled and revived ancient Hindu practices such as pranayam, yoga, and the wisdom from Vedic scriptures to be used as powerful tools to understand oneself and spirituality, to help reduce stress and promote a sense of well-being.
Initially, it used to be called the Healing Breath Workshop. By concentrating on the breath, the emphasis is concentrating on the breath. More so, the emphasis on this course or the whole Art of Living principle is to strengthen society by strengthening the individual. So what we do here is we focus on the individual, and with the breathing patterns, teach you how to relax, teach you how to love yourself, teach you how to blossom.
All it is we are breathing every day, and here we are able to use the very powerful source of energy that we have in order to overcome all these hurdles and challenges that we have.
We do the pranayams, which opens up your lung capacity, gives you energy. Also, we learned once to help you study, basically to clear out your mind. Yeah. It just keeps you more focused. It helps you to de-stress.
Breathing is linked to emotions. If you just think back now, very simply, when you're angry, how you breathe, you huff and puff like a train. If you're in love or you're chilled, your breathing pattern's different. And so for each emotion, we have a different breathing pattern. So generally it's a one-way street. So when we work on the breathing, we can make this a two-way street, thereby using your breath to control your emotions. The breath is the most underutilized, most resourceful, most powerful source of energy.
The Sudarshan Kriya is the jewel of the course, and there's nothing I've experienced in my entire life like the Sudarshan Kriya. So what it basically does, it's a breathing technique that oxygenates all the cells of the body, thereby getting rid of negative emotions. And the first two Sudarshan Kriyas is the most powerful Kriyas that you'll ever experience in your, in your life. And thereafter, the negative emotions constantly gets released and a natural you comes about, because with all this baggage, our naturalness is hidden with all these clouds.
With the breath, practicing the breathing techniques, you find your mind becomes calmer and calmer. And ultimately, what is it? What is it to be enlightened? What it is to be stress-free? What it is to just blossom? It's just being in the present moment. And you find the more you do the breathing, the more in the present moment you are. Because if you look at it, what is all our stress about? Just hanging on to things in the past or fearful about the future. That is what stress is. So being happy, being joyful is constantly bringing yourself back to the present moment. And this is highly achievable by concentrating on the breath.
As you do the breathing techniques, this warm, natural, joyous, calm, focused individual emerges.
Pranayam is an important principle of yoga. Correct breathing carries more oxygen to the blood and the brain and sustains the vital life energy that allows us to perform our daily functions more efficiently and effectively.
Yoga is my favorite, actually, and I love yoga because what I found with yoga, the benefits of yoga, was all my fears I just dropped through yoga, and the sense of confidence, I can't explain, the clarity, the focus, the energy, all comes through yoga with a combination of yoga, breathing techniques and meditation. And the whole package, it's just so beautiful.
Yoga, it's physical and it's mental. Physically, your heart, it helps you, the Surya Namaskar, it's like a cardio workout. And for your mind, it focuses you, it brings you more to your center. We do the Surya Namaskar every morning, which breaks your barrier. It makes you brave, basically, and you're able to talk freely. It's a sun salutation. You pray to the sun every morning. It's like thanking the sun, because that's the reason why we're here.
So ancient knowledge that it is steeped in has arisen from the East, but it's not contradictory to any lifestyle. You know, I say, whenever I do teach the course, I say, all it does, it brings out the goodness that's already present. It's dehusking you. You see, like the rice grain is already present in the rice. You don't have to do anything to put the grain in there. So the goodness, the purity, the happiness, the joy, the enthusiasm, the love, that is your true nature. All the art of living does is bring it out.
The soul of man is considered to be divine, pure, immortal, and full of bliss and knowledge, which Hinduism believes to be the true nature of humankind. Through the practice of meditation, this innate power or divinity can be realized and experienced.
Meditation is deconcentration. See, anything to do with the body, you have to put effort. You have to eat, you have to go buy the food, cook it, dish it out. Anything to get a six-pack, you have to put effort. You have to go to the gym, work out, buy all this whey protein and all that. So anything to do with the body requires effort. Anything to do with the mind is effortless. And that's what meditation is. At that point in time, to sit and know that you are nothing, that you want nothing, that you are doing nothing. In any case, whether you hear, whether you do, whether you don't do, things are happening. So for that few minutes to relax your mind, bring it into the present and deconcentrate it, thought-free process, that is meditation. The result of meditation is good concentration.
Similarly, if you think you are very rich, you can't meditate. If you think you are very poor, you can't meditate. If you think you are very holy, no way you can meditate. At the same time, if you think you are the worst sinner, finish, that's it, end. You can't meditate. Meditation happens only when you know you are nothing. Take out all the labels that you put on your forehead, Throw them out. See, I am nothing. I want nothing and I do nothing. If we have these three things right, we will have very good meditation. Shall we do meditation?
It calms you down, your mind becomes clearer. For the first time in the whole day, everything is just still. You've got nothing to worry about, no future plans, not worrying about the past. You're just in the present and you're able to just relax. It's like you're sleeping for 15 minutes, but it feels like you've slept for hours.
As you sit down to do your meditation, even if thoughts come, we just observe it and we allow them to be. But by us giving attention, then the mind is either in the past or in the future. So meditation is the art of doing nothing.
Seva, or service, is a noble deed, word or thought which helps to ease the suffering of others, increase their happiness and that of the person performing seva too. The Art of Living Foundation has embarked on many seva projects.
We all have this concept in our mind that prisoners should be locked up and the key should be thrown away. But what is a prisoner? When he commits an act, he's just very stressed. And we all know that we also get stressed at times and we do acts that are not within our nature. So a prisoner is the very same. He's actually a victim of his circumstance. And now the Art of Living goes through to all the prisons throughout the world and rehabilitates them using a powerful technique called Sadhana Kriya. The result of the Prison Smart programs has been that they all share the experience and say, had I had this knowledge before, I wouldn't be here today. So they're so grateful to be experiencing this powerful breathing techniques and the knowledge and skills that are given to them in the workshops.
The more you share your happiness, your wealth, your joy, then yours double also. And that is also an aspect of Art of Living, is sharing. In caring, we share and we care.
Hinduism considers the earth as mother because she sustains and nourishes. For generations, the earth and nature have been respected and revered by Hindus. Everything on the planet is connected by this universal principle of divinity.
What legacy are we leaving to the next generation? A planet full of polystyrene, plastic, and contaminated rivers and seas. So it's this awareness also that we are part of this universe. Are we even aware that we're part of the planet Earth? So if we're just going to be throwing stuff around, it's going to come back. Maybe not to worsen our lives, but our children and our great-grandchildren will be left with a garbage bin for a planet.
By cleaning up the beaches is one way we could do, it's a small part that we could do for the planet.
We get a group of people together and we go for now we're doing mangrove swamps. And it's more like a team building almost, and you're able to interact with everybody. It's more like a friendly get-together.
Satsang means in company of truth. Right? And then the music, it's very powerful in that when we come together, we sing. When we close our eyes and sing, we come as one. You know that oneness that everybody talks about, you experience it. Because everyone is singing the same harmony, same rhythm, and all doing it together. And so we experience that oneness. And it's a very significant tool in experiencing this oneness that we all talk about.
One very important thing it's done for me is not able to stress, to live life more lightheartedly, to take the joy out of the simple things in life, literally just stop, smell the roses, And I think it's, you can only know how it's affected you by the people that are observing you or the people in your closest circles. And definitely, they've seen the change.
The art of living has actually changed my life immensely. It has helped me in every aspect of my life.
My life's changed dramatically since I've been in his presence. This immense sense of belonging, I no longer have this question about who I am or where I'm going to. It's just I am this person, and it's that sense, it's like you feel loved by everyone. You create this great friendships and bonds, and it makes you want to be a better person.
It doesn't matter what race you belong to, what religion or what language you speak to. Essentially, we all one. We experience the same emotions, we experience the same joys, the same happiness. So, and that is Guruji's mission. He says we all are one.
Art of living is to make life a celebration. Make people realize life is worth living and it's celebration. Let's celebrate, let's share it, and let's care for others. Of course, spirituality is the core in this, finding your inner peace, the tranquil place deep within you. A point where there is completeness, there is no more wanting or craving or longing for anything. There's total stillness, total satisfaction. If I had not found something for myself, then I would never have embarked on this journey at all, of sharing it with people.
Imagine a world of togetherness, a one-world family full of peace, love and joy. For that world, life becomes an art.